Guys, today I'm telling you 10 things I found on Amazon that would be great to help with your prepping setup. Please subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we put up new videos. Hello, I am Tara, the author of the Dining on a Dime cookbook, where you can eat better, spend less. We have a new hardcover with full color pictures and over 1,200 recipes and tips to help you save money on your grocery bill. Check it out at livingonadime.com. All right, these are 10 things that I found on Amazon with the help of my oldest son, because he is living off-grid in his RV, so he is doing a lot of this prepping just as life now. So thank you, BJ, for helping me out with this. All right, number 1, a solar charger for your phones and computers. Make sure you get one. This seems like common sense, but a solar charger would come in really, really handy if your power is out. And let's say for some reason they're able to keep the cell towers up, but you don't have power at your house. You could use a solar charger to keep your phone going, and you can keep in contact with your friends and family. Mylar blankets. Now, this is a big one because I live in Colorado. I have literally been stranded in a blizzard before out on the prairie in Colorado. When I was 16, my mom and brother and I got stranded in a blizzard, and it was bad. I mean, it was really bad. We honestly were not sure we were going to make it out. Thankfully, a snowplow came by and we were able to follow him after we slid on the ice and went down in the ditch. Mom thankfully used her brain and hit the gas so that she could propel herself out of the ditch in a blizzard. If she wouldn't have hit the gas, we would have been stuck in the ditch and we would have been buried in the blizzard. Well, here's the thing. These Mylar blankets, they are super, super cheap. But if we were stuck in that ditch, we could have wrapped ourselves in these Mylar blankets and we probably would have made it until the next day when they were coming through and trying to find people who were stuck on the side of the road. So get these Mylar blankets. They're super small, just fit in your glove compartment. I try to make sure every family member has at least a couple of these in all of their cars. It will keep you warm, keep your body heat in so that you don't freeze to death. A water filter. This is another big one. All the food in the world is not going to help you with your prepping if you don't have a water filter. So I have a personal water filter, and then I have a big family water filter. That way, if we have to hike out, if it's something like Hurricane Katrina, we can just throw it in our backpack and we can be able to filter our own water for each person. LED lights. This is little flashlights, but they're LED, so the lights shine brighter and shine longer and make the batteries last a whole lot longer because they don't use as much power. Make sure they are LED lights and not just regular flashlights. A good knife. Swiss Army knife, something like that, but get yourself a good knife. You never know when you're going to be in a car accident and have to cut yourself out of a seatbelt in the car, or who knows what you would need a knife for. I mean, you could need a knife for who knows thousands of things, but a good sturdy knife will help you a long way if you're stuck in a real survival situation. All of these links to these products I have put in the description below. It is an affiliate link to Amazon, but these are all the things that I have either purchased or plan on purchasing in the future. A first aid kit. Now, you don't necessarily have to buy the kit that I recommend here, but this one has everything all in it. You don't have to worry about if you've missed something, if you've missed Band-Aids, if you've missed the, ointment, whatever, burn treatment, whatever. It's all here. And it's fairly inexpensive. So get you a good first aid kit. Either put it together yourself or buy this one. But a good first aid kit is something that everybody needs to have, and they should always keep in their car. Flares. If, like when we were stuck in the blizzard, or almost stuck in the blizzard, We could have put flares out, maybe. I don't know if it would work in that situation, but we could have tried to put flares out to let people know that we were there and we were stuck in the ditch. If you're out driving, we were in Wyoming, my husband and I were in Wyoming not that long ago, you could, if we would have broken down, we could put out a flare so someone would know that we would need help. A laceration kit. Now, I know you don't want to think about sewing somebody up, but you need a laceration kit in case somebody has a really deep wound. You can get these little butterfly type closures to close them. If you don't sew them up, you can just use these closures. Another option is to have super glue on hand and to close it up tight and put a good thing of super glue on there. That can sometimes help if you have a really deep gash that you can still close up. But a laceration kit is a really handy thing to have on hand if you're in a tornado and your house falls down on you and you're stuck. You can't get to medical help or something. If it's down in your emergency room, then you can help stitch somebody up or close up a wound if you need to. Clotting gauze. Now, this goes along with all the other first aid kit, but this will help you clot quicker so that if you have a bad bleeding situation, it can help stop the bleeding, get you clotting, and move that process along a little bit quicker so that you don't hopefully lose too much blood. I know that's gross. I know we don't want to be thinking about it, but guys, if you think about it now, later when you need it, you won't be up a creek and you won't be stranded and you won't sit there and bleed to death if you can't close up a wound or stop the bleeding. A car kit, just a basic car repair kit, jumper cables, those kinds of things. Then if you need to fix your car, you can. You have everything right there. An AC battery pack. So this can keep you going. It's not going to keep you for a long time, but it will keep you going. It's just a travel size battery that you can plug things into if you need to. If you need to desperately charge your computer, not to play games, but if you need to for something, to look up directions or something like that, it will be a little battery pack that you can have on hand to charge things if you. I forgot one last thing. Get yourself a pack of wasp and hornet killer. This is a 12 pack and I paid like $40 for it. We could not find wasp spray to save our lives here in Colorado, but this stuff would be great for self-defense. Look how far it can shoot. You see that? Here, whoops, the sun. Here you go. Look at that. It shot clear over to this pot right there. Right there. Whoa, look it. I'm getting clear over there now. I hit my hydrangea clear over there. That's got to be, well, let's see. How far is that? Does it say how far it shoots? Okay. Well, now I'm curious, so let's count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 feet. So it shot 15 feet. That is really, really good. And here's what I would use it for. I would keep one by your bedstand. I would keep one in your car. And if you don't have a gun, shoot somebody in the face with that stuff. I don't care what it does to them. If they're coming after me, you better believe I'm coming after them. The best thing when somebody's coming after you is to stand up and fight hard. And that will help start to deter them and maybe give you a minute or two while you can get a knife or something like that, or go get your gun if you need to. So that was my last tip that I forgot to add there. Get yourself several wasp sprays. We couldn't find any here in Colorado. We haven't had any all summer. So I just ordered some off of Amazon. Pretty good deal. And it lasts a lot longer than things like bear sprays. And it's easier to aim than stuff like mace. So anyway, all right, I hope that gives you guys some ideas. Visit us at livingonadime.com.